What's going on, guys? MariK here, back with another Dragon Ball Super video. Today is day 7 of Dragon Ball Super's reveals for Set 9 Universal Onslaught, and we are finally getting a look at the new Universe 11 support. We haven't had Universe 11 support since the Tournament of Power theme booster. We've got a few cards sprinkled here and there, but we haven't actually gotten real support for the deck until now. Let's go ahead and check this shit out. So first up, we have our new leader, Jiren, of course. I don't think they would ever make another Universe 11 leader besides Jiren. Maybe Toppo at most, but all the other characters seem pretty irrelevant. His auto says, choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. When this card attacks, choose one ability. Either draw one card, and this card gets plus 5,000 power for the duration of the turn, or choose up to one Universe 11 card in your hand with an energy cost of 2 or less and play it. So it looks like this leader is going to greatly help you in your endeavor to get as many Universe 11 battle cards in play, either for the 10 or 12 drop Jirens. His Awaken says, when your life is 4 or less, draw one card, choose an energy, switch it to active mode, and flip this card over. Into Full Power Jiren, the Unstoppable. When this card attacks, draw one card, and this card gets plus 5,000 for the duration of the turn. Activate Battle says, choose one card in your life, add it to your hand. Until the start of your next main phase, as long as you have a Universe 11 card in play, you don't take damage from your opponent's attacks. That's interesting, because you're not taking damage from attacks at all. As long as you just have a battle card in place. You're going to have to kill everything. So you're going to need, I can already tell you right now, you're going to need cards that ignore barrier. You're going to need cards that attack battle cards in active mode. You're going to need a lot of things that allow you to get around your opponent's battle cards, because they're going to be in active mode. They're going to have barrier, I'm sure, and they're going to do everything they can to keep their cards on the board so that you can't deal any damage to that leader. Really interesting ability, and it is activate battle, but they do have to take a card from their life. So on the one hand, they can only do it so many times, and even if they do it, you can still get around it, because that's not for the duration of the turn. So if they activate the ability, oh, now you can't do damage to me, but then I'm going to go, okay, 5-drop freeze, kill all your shit. Hey, now you have no battle cards, I'm going to proceed to punch you in the face. Then we have Justice Blast. It's a 3-cost yellow extra card. This is going to be the same as the other extra cards we've seen for red, blue. You can activate this card to activate battle from your hand without paying the energy cost, which is to choose one of your leader battle cards. It gets plus 5,000. The activate main says, if your leader card is yellow, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in rest mode, ignoring barrier, negate that card's skills for the duration of the turn, and then KO it. I don't know why it really says negate the duration of the turn and then KO it, because if it's going to die right then and there, you just need to negate the skills then and there, but whatever. Maybe that's a poor wording choice, or maybe I'm just dumb. But nice ability. But the card has to be in rest mode. So it's not terrible. It's an okay card. For 3 energy though, I feel like there are a lot cheaper ways to get rid of a card in rest mode. Now, you're negating its skills, so if it goes to the drop area, would it still have its skills negated? Maybe that's why it says for the duration of the turn. So, but all in all, I think 3 energy just to get rid of one battle card seems really like a really high cost card. But we'll have to wait and see. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe there's another card in the set that will make this card a little more worth playing. But we'll have to wait and see. Then we have Jiren, Righteous Leader. He's a 3-cost 20,000 with Deflect. His auto says, if your leader card is a Universe 11 card, when you play this card from your hand, choose up to 2 Universe 11 cards from your hand and or drop area with different names and energy cost of 2 or less, and play them with their skills negated for the duration of the turn. I'm going to guess that a lot of the Universe 11 cards in this set are going to have an energy cost of 2 or less. I know a few of them in the Tournament of Power theme booster had energy cost of 2 or less as well. So maybe you can use a few of them. But the cards, the higher cost cards, probably won't synergize too well with this deck. I mean, you can obviously still hardcast them for their original cost, but you won't be able to really take advantage of some of these cards' abilities with those cards that have a higher energy cost. Up next, we have Kunshi, Threaded Energy. He's a 1 cost, 5,000 power, and there it is. The permanent that says all Universe 11 cards and energy cost 2 or less in your battle area gain barrier. He, of course, does not specify other than himself, like the Ox King. So that's going to be kind of annoying. He himself will have barrier. That's what I was talking about. You're going to need cards to get around barrier. You're going to need cards that can attack active battle cards. Because this guy is not going anywhere unless you're going to just run his ass over or straight up get around his barrier ability. Until we see some of the 2-drops, I mean, obviously this is good. It's not like this isn't helpful. But there has to be a substantial number of 2-drops that actually do something to kind of benefit this. Because you can drop a bunch of 2-drops on the board, but if they don't do anything, if they don't provide you any real substance, then they're just kind of there. Unless that's the whole purpose, is they're just supposed to be there, do their little thing until you drop the big Jiren. Which I'm going to assume there's going to be a big Jiren in this set too, so maybe you'll have 3 good big Jirens to kind of fuck around with. Then we have Binary Blade Casero. I don't remember how to pronounce his name. It's been so long since I've watched the Tournament of Power. If your leader card, he's 2 cost 9,000. If your leader card is a Universe 11 card, when you play this card or is placed in a drop area from a battle area by a skill, choose up to 1 Universe 11 card with an energy cost of 1 from your deck. Play with its skills negated for the duration of the turn. Then shuffle your deck. So, if he dies, but it's by a skill. So, as long as he gets attacked, see, here's another attack active battle cards, then his ability won't trigger. So, there are going to be ways to get around this stuff. And active battle cards are going to be the biggest strategy, it looks like. Just because if the cards are going to still get their abilities when they're KO'd by a skill, then even if you can ignore barrier, then they're still going to get their triggers. So, I would say anything, whether it just be 1 card or whether it be a few cards. If you just have something that can attack battle cards in active mode, that is going to be my suggestion for how to get around all this Universe 11 stuff. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's reviews. Honestly, I'm not too overly excited about the Universe 11 stuff. I've never cared about playing Universe 11, but so far the support we saw was relatively eh. The leader is not a bad card, though. The leader has a really good ability on the Awakened side, and if I'm not mistaken, his ability should also be able to stop Victory Strike Goku as well, since he prevents damage from being taken, so as long as he's got those battle cards and your opponent can't get rid of them, Victory Strike can't do damage. And if it can't do damage, it can't get its free little auto win. So the leader definitely has potential. We won't judge all of Universe 11 just yet until we see more of the Universe 11 cards coming out. But since they specifically focused on Universe 11 with the trailer for Set 9, we can expect that we're going to get more Universe 11 support, and it should synergize pretty well with the Tournament of Power booster support. I would say this is the best leader of the 3 Jirens we've gotten by far. I do like I think it was the Ultimate Box one, the one that gives himself Quad Strike. That was a cool leader, but the ability to just choose to not take damage whenever you want to is pretty strong. You're going to be able to do that as soon as you hit 4 life anyway, so that's not going to be too difficult. So your opponent really has to play around your board presence in order to be able to actually deal damage and go in for the killing blow. However, the downside I see to this is you're going to be playing a lot of your cards from your hand, a lot of those 2-drops. You're not going to have as much card advantage, and a lot of them are going to be pretty weak. So cards like the new 2-drop Frieza, the new 5-drop Frieza can come in and just completely wreck everything. And if you're doing a lot of drawing or a lot of searching through your deck for the Universe 11 cards, you're going to thin your deck out. You're going to have plenty of board presence, and that Frieza combined with the cooler leader is going to make you mill a lot of cards, so it could be very easy for you to deck out. I feel like you're going to have to be counter heavy with this deck, because not only are you going to have to protect your board presence, but you're going to have to prevent your opponent from from getting out any sizable presence of their own. Because so far, it looks like a lot of protecting of your stuff and not a lot of actually doing things to your opponent. So, but we'll just have to wait and see on that one. Like I said, I do really like the leader. So far, just the support we've seen for it has not been all that great. But hopefully for you guys that do enjoy Universe 11, we will get some better support in this set. I really haven't seen an archetype that I'm actually that disappointed with yet in this set. So my bias against Universe 11 aside, this set should be pretty good for it, and you guys should be pretty well off as long as Bandai didn't give them the short end of the stick. But with that, we're going to get the frig out of here. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the first reveals for Universe 11, and we'll see you guys in the next video.